The Frost Beats.
Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. We're finishing up this Razor Turbo that belongs to my buddy, and it's gonna be a short video. We're just gonna install some badass unlimited radius rods, and I really want to show you guys the logo that these guys have, because it's probably my favorite logo that I've seen so far. It's a roided out donkey with a freaking earring. Oh man, he looks like he'll bite your freaking face off. Anyways, these guys make some pretty cool billet radius rods. They're gonna go on this Razor upgrade from the factory steel ones that tend to bend on hard hits. So yeah, these are gonna go on there right now. We're gonna install them real quick. I'm gonna do a little time lapse on the tripod, show you guys the finished product, and then I'm gonna show you guys the front tie rods, because we also got some new tie rods too. So check it out. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you haven't. You guys are gonna have to cut off about a 1/4 inch. There's like a little point here you want to cut off because it will interfere with the tie rod. Cut it off with a grinder, file it down, and then use some paint to clean it all up. So just like that. All right, quick tip: when you're putting your new radius rods, such as these badass unlimited radius rods, you're gonna want to set the correct length. So run these in all the way on both sides, then line them up with the old radius rod. Use your bolts to guide you, and you're gonna unthread this rod until you get the correct or same length. I mean, you might not get exact, but you're gonna be in the correct ballpark, and it's gonna make aligning it pretty much, you know, super easy, or not at all. You're not gonna have to line it at all. So this is how you align them. There's gonna be even threads on both sides, and you should be pretty good to go here. You're tying up these jam nuts on both ends, tying them up hand tight, and once you install them on the car, you'll recheck your alignment, and then you'll fully tie in these jam nuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and install these now. These are the lowers, so the lowers are a little bit longer than the uppers. All right, so I got one side done. I'm gonna give you guys some quick tips.
Just a tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels.
They're gonna help you, because I ran into the situation. It's better you guys know now. If you guys install some of these, you guys can go ahead and not make the same mistakes I did. So first off, do not install this one first. Install the front one for, excuse me, the top one first. Install the top one first, and these jam nuts, you might as well lock them down while you have them outside, and when you're aligning them with the old rods, because they're next to impossible to get to. You can see the lower rod. There's no way you get a wrench in here. The cast of the spindle is in the way, and then over here you could, but I mean, you gotta lock both of them. So you gotta lock both sides. If you can't get to one side, you might as well not be able to get to the other side either, because you gotta be able to turn this one way to the other. So you might as well just lock them down while you have them outside. And then over here, this one's gonna be a pain in the butt to get to as well. Same thing, or else you're gonna have to get this line off in order to get to that nut. And then another thing I wanted to mention, the reason you want to do the top one first is because you got to get this bolt out. And in order to get this bolt out, you got to pull the caliper off. And in order to get the caliper off, you got to remove both these bolts, and this bolt is in the way of this radius rod, or the rod's in the way of the bolt coming out. So with this off, you can pull both bolts off, then take the caliper off, do the top arm first, slide your bolt in, then put the caliper back on, and then move on to the bottom rod. So that's the way you got to do it, because if not, you're going to be taking these arms back off like I did. So just a tip for you guys.
Just the tips.
And yeah, so let's finish this up. All right, another thing I wanted to mention is these inner spacers on the heim joints. The bigger spacer is actually supposed to go towards the inside, and that's to help space the radius rod from rubbing on the chassis. Now here I have it wrong, so I'm about to swap these over. The rest I got them right, but I want to show you guys how it could be a lot closer than the bottom. And that's because the spacer will, you know, keep the radius rod away from the chassis. And then another tip, because I don't have a box end wrench, I have these ratcheting wrenches. I couldn't get my box end down there, so I'm using a little bit of electrical tape on the wrench to hold my nut. So when you're going after that bottom bolt or nut, you'll be able to get that in there. So it's gonna be a little difficult, but you could get it done. So All right, guys, it's all done. The badass unlimited radius rods are in. The tie rods are in too. I'll show you guys those in just a second. But I think they look pretty good. Aside from the fact that they're all dirty from my handprints, they are fingerprint magnets being polished and whatnot. But they look pretty good. They're affordable and they're way better than stock. So if you guys are looking for some affordable radius rods, go check them out because I think they're pretty worth it. And these are a great upgrade. So check them out. I'll leave the website in the description. And yeah, let's check out these tie rods. So here are the tie rods, same type of design. They look pretty damn good to me. This does include a clevis that you replace in the rack, so it's covered up by a dust boot, but it does include that as well. And so far I think they look pretty damn good, and they should be way stronger than factory, and hopefully we won't have any issues. We will report some issues if they come up. For the time being, they look awesome. Now you can't spend over $800 on some ZRP radius rods, or get the affordable option. These are about $365, or if you want the powder coated black version, they're $20 more for $385. I mean, it's a pretty good deal. It's one less thing to worry about on your car. These radius rods, at least the oleum ones, are known to bend, and this is a great option that'll save you money and still look great. I mean, polished, if that's your look and that's what you like, go for it. Personally, I'd like some black ones, so I'll spend the extra $20 and get them blacked out. But damn, they look good, they are strong, and you should really check them out. Now, if this isn't your cup of tea for your Razor, I got another set of radius rods we'll be installing soon, and that will be also for a Razor, the Turbo S, and you guys can check those out. They'll come out on the channel very soon. So thanks for watching, subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, comment down below what you think of these radius rods or what you're running in your car. So, see you next time.
I don't like the feeling. You're sitting there, you're wondering, do I have food on my face? Am I eating? Am I talking too much? Are they talking enough? Am I interested? I'm not really interested. Should I play like I'm interested, but I'm not that interested? But I think she might be interested, but do I want to be interested? But now she's not interested. So now all of a sudden I'm starting to get interested.